Good evening, Sumo fans, and welcome to the Sumo Summary Show. My name's Jason, and we're going to talk about day three Sumo. And yeah, I think these shows are going to get a little leaner, a little quicker, not as much rambling by me, although that's what I'm doing right now. And we'll just get into it. I think if I continue to do this, and I'm going to do this 15 times in a basho where I'm going to be on camera, because normally I'm just the welcome video and the wrap up video. I need to get a better light because I'm going to be doing these at night, and I need some kind of light that will shine so it's not crazy like it is. Maybe that light is bad. I'll move the doors over. You can see some of my Beatles pictures. What are these? Movie posters, my Akira box set, sumo cards, my sumo paddle right there, my laundry. Well, there's no laundry on there right now. My Coca-Cola bottle collection. They're all empty. Sandman statue, if you know what Sandman is, Neil Gaiman, Death, a Mach 5 speed racer. Okay, a little tour of the man cave over there. Let's get into it. Let me share my screen. Stop kerfuffling, as it were, and talk sumo. All right, what do you guys think of day three? Again, hopefully, spoilers, you've watched the matches and you know what we're going to be talking about. So let's start down in Jurio. Well, let's start with absent Rikshi. We don't have any new ones, so that's good, at least in the top division. Down in, it goes by day. So this was day one. Here's day three. Three guys in some of the smaller divisions, or lower divisions, I should say. They're not smaller. Um, did pull out, but nobody in the top two divisions, so that's good. And we can look at the leaderboard in a moment. I won't look at it right now because we haven't talked about who won and lost today yet, but that gets updated every night. And they do put the I think we have five guys now in the top division all tied at 3-0. So let's see who those people ended up being today. All right, so day three results. Let's just look quickly at Jurio. Uh Hakuoho won. He beat Aoyama. Okay, they've definitely fought each other before. Who is undefeated down here? We got Hakuyozan. This is a Makushita wrestler, so he is not part of Jurio. Let's see anybody else. Not a lot of guys 3-0. Jurio 5, Tsurugisho. Asakoryu. Good. I want to see him up in the top division. He's kind of an Enho Terutsuyoshi type of build. But fun to watch. So we'll see if he continues to do well. He can maybe leapfrog some of these guys that are not doing so well above him in rank. Jurio 3, Jurio 2. He's at Jurio 4 and find himself in the top division in September. And then Onokatsu, no surprise there, doing very well at Jurio 1. He fought his other Jurio 1 rank mate, if that's what we want to call it, Toki Kayate, and won today. So he's 3-0. So it's about four guys down in the Jurio division who are undefeated on top of their leaderboard. All right, let's jump up to the top division now. And let's see what we got going on. Wakataka Kage got a win, beat Endo. So the Maegashira 14 now 2-1. Hokuto Fuji struggling a bit at Maegashira 13. Hokuto Fuji. Oh, I hate to show people how I do math, but okay. 92. So that's 02, 12, 22. So he's 32 years old. His birthday was literally yesterday. Oh, happy birthday, Hokuto Fuji, July 15th. So he just turned 32. And long career. Let's see what he's been. He was Komasubi back in November of last year. Maegashira won. So maybe, but maybe an injury's happening. He hasn't had a winning record since last year. In 2024, he hasn't had a Kachikoshi yet, so struggling this year, but always a fierce fighter. So we'll see if he can get his first win maybe on day 4. He lost to Takata Fuji, who was even older, I think. Yeah, 1987 he was born, so 5 years older than Hokuto Fuji. Asanoyama is undefeated on top of the leaderboard, 3-0 now. He beat Shirano Umi. Nishikigi struggling a bit at 0-3. Shodai got his first win. The former Ozeki down at Maegashira 10 currently, now 1-2. Watenage victory over Midori Fuji. Oshoma beat Tamawashi, giving Tamawashi his first loss. Oshoma's undefeated at 3-0. Does anybody speak Mongolian? So I actually have a teacher from Mongolia in my school, but she's young. She's in her 20s and she knows who Asashoru and Hakuho are, but she really is not interested in sumo at all. So, but yeah, she could tell me how to pronounce this, but I wouldn't want to try to attempt. So there is Oshoma doing well at 3-0. Good start for him. Ryuden's on my team. I forgot that I picked Ryuden for my contest team, and he got his first win today, so that made me happy. I've got about 11 wins on my contest team. He beat Kimbozan, so both men were 0-2 going into that match, and he was the one who emerged with a victory. Koto Shoho, 2-1 by beating Sadanoumi. Takanosho gets his first win. Shonanaumi is on the leaderboard at Maegashira 5 is a 3-0. He beat Onosho, who's the opposite at 0-3. And then this is where my coverage started on Patreon. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches for you guys today. Probably won't have that heavy a load tomorrow, but today I did it, and that's why it's now 22:43, which is 10:43 p.m. as I'm filming this. A little late for me to be getting it up, but we persevere and we move on. So Tobizaru beat Ura in a battle of Maegashira 4 ranked wrestlers. Both of them now 2-1. Onosato got his first win. The Sekewake, a little sigh of relief there that he's not starting the Basho 0-3. He's now 1-2. Daisho is also 1-2. Abi is also 1-2. He lost to the Komasubi today, Hiradaumi. And what's interesting about this is Abi's got one win, but that was a free win he got when Takayasu pulled out of the tournament. So he has yet to win on the dohyo in this tournament. Kirishima looking strong again against Gonoyama, 3-0. And on top of the leaderboard, Hoshoru going to 2-1, Kotozakura going to 2-1, but the other Ozeki Takakeisho not going to 2-1. He is 1-2 because he lost to Atami Fuji in the second to last match, the penultimate match here on day 3. And Teruno Fuji just all over Wakamoto Haru, no contest there. The Maegashira 2 having really no response to a powerful Tachiai from the Yokozuna, and Teruno Fuji is now 3-0. And I was speculating in the video that Teruno Fuji might kind of see this as his chance. He wants to get a 10th Yusho. He's currently got 9. There they are, 9 Makuuchi titles, and he wants that coveted 10th title. 10 kind of puts you in a special class of winning Yokozuna, and you get to be called a Dai Yokozuna, great Yokozuna. And he's always said he wants to get a 10th Yusho, and I think he's looking and saying this might be his chance. The Ozeki field is strong, but not, unstoppable. And if he's wrestling well and can gut it out, this might be his chance to secure his final Yusho, a la, Hakuho, 3 years ago when he got his 45th Yusho. Isn't that insane? 45 top division championships versus 9 for Teruno Fuji. That happened in Nagoya. He went a perfect 15-0 Zensho Yusho, won, and then retired. And I'm thinking Teruno Fuji might be thinking this is his chance to do the same. Now that's not saying that he's gonna, it's gonna be a cakewalk to the Yusho. Kirishima is being very strong, and all the Ozeki are just one off the, well, 2 of the Ozeki are just one off the pace. So he definitely, there's lots of sumo to go, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of what's going through his mind right now. Also in the video, I was talking about Isegahamabeya and how Atami Fuji fought Takakeisho today. down here in the second to last match, but Atami Fuji will never fight Teruno Fuji in regulation because they're from the same stable. And if you're newer to sumo, you might not be aware of this, but if you share a stable with another wrestler in your division, you're not allowed to fight them during regulation matches. Regional matches you can. So Teruno Fuji will never fight Atami Fuji, Midori Fuji, Takada Fuji, or Nishiki Fuji. And of course, when he comes back up to the top division, Takeru Fuji, and for that matter, Hakuoho, because he's now part of Isagahama stable. So all the Fujis, um, not the group with Lauren Hill, but all the other Fujis, the Mount Fujis, under his wing, as it were, in that stable, he will not fight unless it was a playoff. So let's say Atami Fuji finished the Basho at 12-3, and so did Teruno Fuji. Then they're allowed to fight each other in a winner-takes-all playoff type of situation at the end of the 15 days. But that's the only time they're allowed to compete against each other in regulation. So there you go. Little glance into that. All right, so let's look at our leaderboard. So Terunofuji, Kirishima, and then we get some Maegashira ranked wrestlers. We got Shonana Umi, Oshoma, and Asanoyama. So 5 guys undefeated at 3-0. My guess is one of them will lose tomorrow, so it'll go down by at least one, but you never know. Maybe all 5 will get a win tomorrow. We'll look at the day 4 matchups in just a moment to see who they're fighting. I don't think any of them fight each other, so guaranteeing that one of them will go down. And then down in Juryo, 4 guys, Hakuyozan, Tsurugisho, Asakoryu, and Onokatsu, all undefeated at 3-0. And then you get the lower divisions. Just one win here. So yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think Teruno Fuji has a chance? Is he going to take the Yusho and finally get that 10th championship that he always has wanted? Or do you think it's going to be somebody else? Will it be somebody that's not even in the leaderboard right now? I picked Kotozakura, and he's not on the leaderboard right now, so we'll see. But he's one off the pace. Okay, let's go back and go to day 4. All right, so look at some of the earlier matches. Wakataka Kage has Bushozan. Both are 2-1. Asanoyama fights Ichiyamamoto to keep his undefeated streak going. Hokuto Fuji fights Nishikigi in a kind of like match where I think the elders who make up the Torikumi each day, the matchups, are like, okay, let's put this 0-win guy against this other 0-win guy. So one of them will get a win tomorrow. And that will happen in this instance here. My boy Ryuden, who's on my team, fights Shodai. Come on, Ryuden. We need some wins from you, buddy. Tamawashi is Kimbozan. Anything else stand out? Shonana Umi attempt to stay on the leaderboard against Koto Shoho. Ura Atami Fuji. That's a pretty fun matchup. I'll probably have that on the channel, on the Patreon page. And then we get into our top ranked guys. Kirishima versus Daisho. Hirada Umi versus Ono Sato. Abi taking on Meisei, both with only 1 win so far. Tobizaru versus Takekeisho. I think this is going to be a real test to see if Takekeisho loses here to an M4. He's in trouble, because he is Kadoban, and he needs 8 wins, and it's only going to get tougher in the second week, right? Gonoyama takes on Hoshoru. Wakamoto Haru, after getting beat up by the Yokozuna, now has an Ozeki. So that's how tough the Maegashira 2 rank is on day 4. He's got Koto Zakura. And the final match of the day is Teruno Fuji versus Mitakeumi. And somebody told me something about you can hit something when you go over to what did he tell me? You can hit F5 or something, and it will tell you something about the wrestlers and their I can't remember now. Anyway, I'm just going to do it the way I do it. Maybe this is too slow for some of you because I am 55 and I'm an old man. So here we go. Against Mitakeumi. What you have to be careful is not to click on the wrestler name, because that'll take you to think. You got to click on their head-to-head here. and that'll show you how many times Terunofuji has fought Mitakeumi. 13-5, but one was a free win where Mitakeumi got the win because Terunofuji pulled out. But look at this, just string of black dots on Mitakeumi's side where you can never beat Terunofuji. And it's only, well, 2022 is I thought this would maybe be in 2024, but 2022 he beat him. And the last time they fought was May of 2022. So they haven't fought each other in 2 years. But definitely you got to the strong favorite has got to be the Yokozuna in that matchup against Mitakeumi. And it just depends a little bit which Mitakeumi shows up. What's Terunofuji's versus Hakuho? Let's just scroll up and have a look. Here's Terunofuji versus Kirishima. Look at that. Kirishima has never beaten Yokozuna Terunofuji and not even all the times when he was Yokozuna. Here he's Komusubi, here he's Sekiwake, here he's an Ozeki, and then all the Yokozunas. But never beaten him in 11 tries. That's pretty crazy. Kakiru, Kaisei, anybody have a winning record against him here? Ikioi, Ichinojo, Oshoru, Hokutofuji. All right. Hakuho. Yeah, one of the few people that has a winning record against him, not surprising. So he only ever beat the Dai Yokozuna 4 times, and a couple times in 2016, and then never in the more recent matches. Hakuho very dominant over Terunofuji. Goedo also very dominant. Now I'm just having fun looking at stats. Okay, so we'll stop that. So some good matchups happening on day 4. Should have a decent coverage on the channel. I might not put up every single match to try to cut down a little bit on my time. But I will do my best. Maybe I'll just come home. I was saying in the videos that I might try to just come home like as soon as I can tomorrow, if possible, and see some of the matches live and kind of do it in that old style where I just plunk down and tape the last 3 matches of the day, not knowing who's going to win or lose. Although I did a good job today. Please applaud me. I took a screenshot on my phone of the matchups with all blanks, nothing filled in, and then I just went off of that when I was doing my play-by-play. So I didn't know who was going to win or lose. The only thing I can't do then is like go and see, okay, who are they going to fight tomorrow? Because as soon as I deviate from that, it's going to fill in with all the information. But it allowed me to watch all the videos today, even though I didn't watch them until like 7:30 p.m. after I got home and I fell asleep. I told you I'm an old man. I took a nap for about a half an hour after work today, and I woke up and I'm like, oh man, I haven't even done the sumo yet. So I got the DVR cranking and I had that, and so I was able to watch them and my genuine reaction to who won or lost on each video. Okay, sumo fans, thank you so much. Chewbacca and his porg, thank you. Okay. And I will see you again tomorrow on day 4. And yeah, let's watch some more sumo together tomorrow. Okay. See ya. Peace. Take care.